Welcome back. I have to share something that came to me this morning in my meditation. I swear this Mercury retrograde already gets me on a roll with creating content. I just love to be in my element. Everyone born with Mercury retrograde probably knows what I mean and what I feel. It just feels like, yes, I'm back in my element. And I want to talk about something that I want everyone or invite everyone to think about relative to even this Mercury retrograde, especially since we come out of Virgo season. And what came to me this morning and was really just imagine how much time we spend every single day to make decisions and choices, right? We choose so many different things. We choose what outfit we would wear, what we would eat, where we would go, who we want to marry, who we want to date, what we want to do, like all the things. So many decisions every single day. And you have all of these choices, and sometimes it feels overwhelming, right? But how many times do you actually sit down before you make any choice in your day? How many times do you start your day with choosing the most important thing first? And what is the most important choice that we have to make every single morning when we stand up, when we wake up? And it's something that I have to remind myself every single day, because trust me, I'm usually so deeply up there in the ethers every night, it's hard for me to come back. That's why my morning ritual and my morning routine is so sacred to me. Otherwise, I don't know how I could function in this world, to be really honest with you, because it's difficult. For the majority of my life, I had a lot of resistance towards being here. And so every single morning, it's like, okay, we got this. We're gonna start. We're gonna get into this body and we're gonna do the human thing again, right? And so I have choices basically every single morning. That's what I mean. And the most important choice that I have to make every single morning is to, first of all, really tune into my frequency. So the first choice is to prioritize myself, to prioritize my routine, to prioritize that I come first and my vibration comes first. And that brings me to my next choice. How many times do you actually ask yourself, or do you think about the fact that you get to choose your vibration? And you actually have to choose your vibration. Because if you don't consciously choose your vibration in the morning, right? If you don't set the intention for that day, then everything in the external world will influence that. Every single thing in the external world will take over that part, right? Every single other element in your life will then dictate how your vibration feels like. And that's why we have a lot of swings and mood swings and vibrational shifts and all the things. But if you are anchored in your intention, if you are anchored in your vibration and your choice in the morning, what you want to choose to be and to feel and to vibrate, right? Where you want to be vibrationally speaking, that literally changes your whole life. And many times it's not even, and that's why what it brings me back to Mercury retrograde, it's not even external things that can, get you off of your vibration. So many times it's actually the mind. So many times it's our thoughts. So many times we wake up, right, and the first thing that happens is that your mind starts running a million miles an hour again. I have to do this, and then you have to say, stop. I'm not my mind. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not the monkey up there. I am what I feel in my heart and the vibration that I want to be in. And if the monkey in my head has something to say against my vibration, the monkey and I are no longer friends, right? The monkey does not match my frequency anymore, and then the monkey will leave. But if you let the monkey dictate your life, that's not just a pattern that you will have with yourself, it's also a pattern that you will have with relationships, right? That's why it also brings me back to this Mercury retrograde. So what I really want to say is, or invite you to think about, is how many times do you actually start your day with choosing your vibration, right? And the quote that came to me was like, just imagine if we would spend nearly as much time choosing our vibration as choosing our outfit or which place to go for dinner. The whole world would change. The whole world would change, because we would all vibrate on a different frequency, right? And not an autopilot frequency, because the autopilot frequency is never yours. It's never an intentional frequency. right? We always feel a little bit out of control, even in our own frequency. And if you feel out of control, even in your own frequency, then we have to reassess your whole life. Of course, there are external influences, but trust me, it's so much easier to navigate those if you're anchored in your own frequency first, right? Because you wouldn't leave the house without putting on clothes, or maybe brushing your teeth, drinking a glass of water. These are non-negotiables that you do every single day. It's not even hard to think about them. And that's exactly where we want to go and be at when choosing our vibration. It has to be a non-negotiable. Of course you do that. And that's what I see in the future, and hopefully very soon, most humans living like that. I mean, our ancestors, that's not something new, right? It's something that we just forgot about. Oh, wait, we live in a vibrational universe. So maybe the most important thing for me is to take care of my frequency and to choose my vibration every single day. Because by choosing your vibration, you choose your timeline. And so if you think about that impact, you understand that choosing your vibration in the morning literally determines your life. Literally determines how your day will unfold. It pushes you into a specific timeline, into a specific frequency. And you always have options. You can start your day on autopilot, then you will be in the autopilot timeline. And guess what you will get? You will get a lot of things where you feel out of control, a lot of things where you feel like, oh my fucking gosh, right? But if you set the intention and consciously choose where you want to be at, then spirit will guide you towards that. It's like, okay, that's the trajectory we want to go to. That's where we go, right? And then it will be easier, especially when you learn to do that with your monkey mind up there, which again, the morning usually is what really keeps you from doing that. So if you can train your monkey mind, and if you can pause the monkey mind and stop for a second the monkey mind, trust me, it will be easier to, even with relationships, right? When someone else confronts you, especially this week with a lot of oppositions, it will be easier for you to say, stop. I get to choose how I react, and how I react in this very moment shifts the timeline, changes the timeline. Because reaction probably creates a crazy out of control situation, but responding, intentionally responding, that's when you get to design and get to choose which timeline you will be in. And that will definitely improve the quality of your life, obviously, but also your relationships, and including the relationship with yourself. So choose your vibration first in the morning. That's my message of today. And use this Mercury retrograde to really reassess where you let the monkey mind choose for you, when really it's up to you to choose your vibration every single day. So happy integrating. I love you. Step in your magic.